Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed, Le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ochim Lashem
חג פורים, חג גדול הוא ליהודים, מסכות, רשנים, זמירות וריקודים. אבן הרישה, אבן הרישה, אבן הרישה, רש רש רש, ברשנים. Purim day, it's a joyous holiday, happy song, singing strong, having fun this day. Avan Arisha, rash rash rash, Avan Arisha, rash rash rash, Barashani.
Shabbat Shalom. Happy Purim. Greetings to all of us as we're gathered together in with our family of Solel in our sanctuary of Gotham, as I'm joined on the bima by Batman along with Achashverosh. Yes? Cantor, Achashverosh? Okay, good. And it's my pleasure to call forward Debbie Matthews, who will lead us in the kindling of our Shabbat candles. As these candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Bringing light into the darkness.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Let us slide and see the way to you, and let us say Amen. Let us slide and see the way to you, and let us say Amen.
Amen. And we continue in our services on page 8. I begin with a prayer of gratitude. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, but I need them. My inner purpose, as I reach upward in prayer, to love God is to love each other, to love God is to love the world God created, that illumine all of us. At the bottom of page 9, we offer thanks, O God, for the Shabbat, for Shabbat holiness, glowing in darkness, for Shabbat peace. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. As we continue with Lecha Dodi on page 20.
לך לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, ישמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, כי בא אורך קומי אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה בואים בשלום עטרת בלם גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לילה פני שבת נקבלה.
As we remain standing for our call to worship on page 28.
Lai 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 ברכו את אדוני המבורך ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד לי 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 לי
Baruch atah Adonai hamariv aravim, blessed Lord our God, who brings on our evening. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael v'kol b'nei Adam, blessed Lord our God, who loves the people Israel and all people. As we continue with the ancient watchwords of our faith on page 34 and 35.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Adonai Elohechem Emet. Let us rise for our tefillah on page 46.
אדוני שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך Adonai open up my lips that my mouth may declare your ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה. האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך חוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה, רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל.
You're holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Bless you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Friends, please be seated. We continue in silent prayer, guiding language that may be found from page 54 through page 62, whichever prayers may spring from our hearts.
עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל.
In a moment, we will continue with our Purim celebration with some Purim songs. Before we do so, we take a moment to pause for prayers of body, mind, and spirit. As my eyes meet yours, please share aloud those in our family in need of such supportive prayers of healing at this time. To these names we also offer Ann Becker, Jane Bruno, Jacob Blas, Howard Dorfman, Joel Feltman, Seth Gallwasser, Jenny Feldman, Don Harvey, Barbara Hochberg, Hannah Cates, Maxine Kotler, Phyllis Lewis, Edna Lieberman, Marsha Leischer, Charles Messing, Sharon Metzner, Lori Miller, Louis Montiel, Bert Moskowitz, Eric Nortman, Steve Perla, Andre Peterson, Elwood Powers, Harry Smith, Bob Sosson, Amy Sponseller, Ray Strauss, Phyllis Thurman, Charlie Wolf, Martin Zoffman, and baby boy Zara Balby, as well as we offer our prayers of healing to the Osborne and Lopez family, as we find ourselves with our prayer of healing on page 253.
מי שברך אבותינו אברהם יצחק ויעקב שרה רבקה רחל ולאה הוא יברך וירפא את החולים מי שברך אבותינו אברהם יצחק ויעקב שרה רבקה רחל ולאה הוא יברך וירפא את החולים אלנה רפנה לה אלנה רפנה לה אלנה רפנה לה אלנה רפנה לה מי שברך אבותינו אברהם יצחק ויעקב שרה רבקה רחל ולאה הוא יברך וירפא את החולים.
Great. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Do you all have your pink song sheets? I think we're getting our pink song sheets in a moment. Here we go. Or yellow. Both are good.
In the meantime, I can sing Purim song. Okay, good. And until she got a Okay, we're going to start some Purim song before we're going to read the Megillah. Okay. Okay, song number 2, The Wicked Man. Oh, once there was a wicked, wicked man, and Haman was his name, sir. He would have murdered all the Jews, oh, they were not to blame, sir. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. And Nash some home and Tashen, and Esther was the lovely queen of King Ahasuerus. When Haman said he kill us all, oh my, how he did scare us. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. Oh, today will Mary, Mary be. And Nash some home and Tashen. And song number 3, I'm a Purim, Ani Purim, Ani Purim, Sameach Umvadeach. We'll be happy and joking, and we'll be happy every Purim. Ani Purim, Sameach Umvadeach. הלא רק פעם בשנה אבוא להתארח. לה 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 La 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 la. One more time. Ani Purim, Sameach Umvadeach. הלא רק פעם בשנה אבוא להתארח. La 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 la. And song number 4, I'm sure you're going to recognize this one. Okay, this one. Song number 4. Hello, Esther, well, hello. Esther, it's so nice to have a Jew around the palace. You looking swell. Esther, we can tell. Esther, you so pretty, you so charming, you so very kind. It's up to you, Esther, to save the Jew. Esther, from a fate that it's so cruel and so unfair. So tell the king, Esther, get Haman to swing. Esther, Esther, we love you through the year. One more time. Hello, Esther, well, hello. Esther, it's so nice to have a Jew around the palace. You looking swell. Esther, we can tell. Esther, you so pretty, you so charming, you so very kind. It's up to you, Esther, to save the Jew. Esther, from a fate that it's so cruel and so unfair. So tell the king, Esther, get Haman to swing. Esther, we love you through the year. And another beautiful song from Esther. Well, she's a wonderful woman. She's brilliant and sweet as anyone in Shushan, any Jew on the street. And they will tell you that Esther, the best of them all. Good old Esther, the queen of the ball. La 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 la. Well, she's a wonderful woman. She's brilliant and sweet. Ask anyone in Shushan, any Jew on the street, and they will tell you that Esther, the best of them all. Good old Esther, the queen of the ball.
Okay, so we are going to read from our book of Esther, and Cantor is going to chant well, first he'll read the brachot, and then we will chant the first section, the first chapter, and I'll do a translation English. What's going on? I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to start with the blessing of the Megillah.
In a minute, in 1 second, I just wanted to say, is Robin coming up to join Achashverosh?
The Queen Esther gonna help me to read the Megillah?
Join Batman. We don't know. Okay, did anyone get that? You got that? Maybe? No? Didn't get that. Batman, Robin, you got it? Okay. Anyway, so in every age we always wonder who is Haman and what is the story mean to us. I'd just like to offer a short reflection, very, very short, which is that I think that more than anything this year, what's on my mind is the consideration of the threat of tyranny and authoritarianism that's in our world, and the necessity to be able to protect liberty and to have a judiciary especially that represents all of the people and not just the majority, and certainly not in the name of one person. And how much of a miracle it is that we live in America and live at a time where freedom and democracy has been so much a part of the Jewish experience, and we hope that that continues, and my prayers go especially, not just for our country, but especially, as I know I share it with all of you, for all of our dear brothers and sisters in Israel who are struggling to maintain that strong sense of a balanced form of government where the judiciary protects and preserves the rights of all people. And so with that spirit, let us now embark on our reading of the book of Esther.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו על מקרא מגילה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שעשה ניסים לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Start with chapter 1. ויהי בימי אחשוורוש, הוא אחשוורוש המולך מהודו ועד כוש, 27 מדינה בימים ההם כשבט המלך אחשוורוש על כיסא מלכותו, אשר בשושן הבירה בשנת 3 למלכו, עשה משתה לכל שריו ועבדיו, חיל פרס ומדי, הפרטמים בשרי המדינות לפניו.
Once upon a time, in a town called Shushan, in the land of Persia, there lived a man named Mordecai. Mordecai was a very good man and always tried to help people and do the right thing. Mordecai lived with his niece, Esther, and they were Jewish, just like us. Esther was her Persian name. Her Hebrew name was actually Hadassah. In the same town, there was a melech called Achashverosh.
אחר הדברים האלה גידל המלך אחשוורוש את המן בן עבדתה אגגי וינשאהו וישם את כיסו מעל כל השרים אשר איתו וכל עבדי המלך אשר בשער המלך קוראים ומשתחווים להמן. וכן ציווה לו המלך ומרדכי לא יכרע ולא ישתחווה, ויאמרו עבדי המלך אשר בשער המלך למרדכי מדוע אתה עובר את מצוות המלך? ויהי באומרם אליו יום ויום ולא שמע להם, ויגידו להמן לראות היעמדו דברי מרדכי כי הגיד להם אשר הוא יהודי.
Achashverosh lived in a city with a man named Haman. Achashverosh lived in a big palace and had lots of money, but he was also still a little bit lonely. He needed a new queen to come by and live with him in his big palace.
ביום השלישי ותלבש אסתר מלכות ותעמוד בחצר בית המלך הפנימית נוכח בית המלך, והמלך יושב על כיסא מלכותו בבית המלכות נוכח פתח הבית. ויהי כראות המלך את אסתר המלכה עומדת בחצר, נשאה חן בעיניו, ויושט המלך לאסתר את שרביט הזהב אשר בידו, ותקרב אסתר ותיקח בראש השרביט, ויאמר לה המלך מלך אסתר המלכה, ומה בקשתך? עד חצי המלכות ויינתן לך.
Queen Esther decided to have a beauty contest and decided that the one person he liked most of all was Esther, who was not only pretty but also kind and very smart. So Esther said goodbye to her uncle Mordecai and went to live in the palace with the Melech and became his Malkah, his queen. And as Mordecai had told her, she kept it a secret that she, Esther, was Jewish.
ויאמר המלך אחשוורוש לאסתר המלכה ולמרדכי היהודי, הנה המן, הנה בית המן נתתי לאסתר, ואיתו תלו על העץ אשר שלח ידו ביהודים, ואתם כתבו על היהודים כתוב בעיניכם בשם המלך, וחיתמו בתם המלך ככתב אשר נכתב בשם המלך, ונחתום בטבעת המלך אל ישיב. ויקראו ספר המלך בעת ההיא בחודש השלישי וחודש סיוון ב23 יום, וייכתב ככל אשר ציווה מרדכי אל היהודים ואל החשפרדנים והפחוד ושרי המדינות אשר מהודו ועד כוש 27 ומאה מדינה.
Now there was a man who worked with Melech Achashverosh in the palace, and he was not very nice. His name was Haman. Haman expected everyone to do exactly what Haman said, and to bow down to Haman. Whenever they saw Haman, and if someone didn't do exactly what he said, he got very angry. And Haman would threaten them. One day, Haman met Mordecai and asked Mordecai to bow down to Haman. But Mordecai did not bow down to Haman.
I'm going to mention the all 10 signs of Haman, and after I'm going to mention all of the 10, and we're going to do 10 times about to kill all the 10 sons of Haman. I'm going to do this, I have to do this in one breath, so let's see if you can watch if I can do this in one breath. We'll see. Every year is more difficult, you know. ובשושן הבירה הרגו היהודים והבית 500 איש. ואת פרשנדתה ואת דלפון ואת אספתה ואת פורתה ואת הדליה ואת הרידתה ואת פרמשתה ואת הריסייל ואת הרידי ואת וייזת 10 בני עמה. בן עמדתה צורר היהודים הרגו, ובביזה לא שלחו את ידם.
Now, Haman was very angry when Mordecai did not bow down, and he went to the king and said, there are some people in your kingdom who do things a little bit differently from other people, who don't obey our laws, and I think we should get rid of them. The king didn't know what to do, and he really didn't know who Haman was even talking about. But he said, okay, you are my trusted advisor. Do what you think is best. And what Haman wanted to do was get rid of Mordecai and all the Jews. Of course, he didn't know that Esther was Jewish.
Okay, the last chapter of the Megillat Esther, chapter number 10, וישם המלך אחשוורוש מס על הארץ ואי הים, וכל מעשה תקפו וגבורתו, ופרשת גדולת מרדכי, אשר גידלו המלך, הלא הם כתובים על ספר דברי הימים, למלכי מדי ופרס, כי מרדכי, היהודי משנה למלך אחשוורוש, וגדול ליהודים, ורצוי לרוב אחיו, דורש טוב לעמו, ודובר שלום לכל זרעו.
Is it parrot? Is that so? Yeah. When the Jewish people heard that Haman planned to get rid of them, they were very sad and upset. They liked living in the kingdom. What would they do? Mordecai sent a message to Esther at the palace, and the message said, Esther, please, we need your help. That nasty man, Haman, wants to get rid of us all. Please talk to the Melech and ask him to stop Haman. And Esther thought, I must be brave. And so she made a special dinner for the king and all of his favorite foods. Then she invited Ahasuerus and Haman to have dinner with her. And the king thought the dinner was delicious, and he was so happy that after he finished eating, he said to Esther, what can I do for you to say thank you? Esther said, oh, please, I need you to help me and my uncle Mordecai and all of my people, the Jewish people, because someone wants to get rid of us. Oh, that's terrible, said the king, because he loved Esther and couldn't believe that someone would want to cause her harm. Who wants to get rid of you? Who wants to get rid of your family and your people? Esther pointed at Haman and said, it's him. He wants to get rid of all of us. Oh no, said the king, and he was very angry indeed. He called to his guards and said, take away Haman and get rid of Haman instead. Then the king asked Mordecai to come and work at the palace and do Haman's job. But of course, Mordecai was much nicer than Haman, and he made sure that all the people of all the traditions were safe and felt secure in the kingdom. Okay, we are going to rise for our adoration on page 282.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Friends, please be seated. On page 285, that the time not be distant, O God, when all shall turn to you in love, when corruption and evil shall give way to integrity and goodness, when superstition shall no longer enslave the mind, nor idolatry blind the eye. But may all created in your image become one in spirit and one in friendship, forever united in your service. Then shall your realm be established on earth, and the word of your prophet fulfilled. Adonai will reign forever and ever.
ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Let us turn to a mournful meditation on page 289. The light of life is a finite flame. Like the Shabbat candles, life is kindled, it burns, it glows, it is radiant with warmth and beauty. But soon it fades, its substance is consumed and is no more. In light we see, in light we are seen. The flames dance and our life burns down in gutters, and there is an end to the flames. We see no more sin, yet we do not despair, for we are more than a memory slowly fading into the darkness. With our lives, with every day we take, with every breath we make, no matter how many the years that God has given us, we give life. Something of us never dies. We move in the eternal cycle of darkness and death, of light and of life. On this Shabbat Eve, we remember those who passed at this time recently. We remember Max Adelson, the husband of Irene, father of Anthony and Candace, their respective partners Jennifer and Jesse, and grandfather to Isaac, Benjamin, Axel, Alyssa, and Isabel. We also remember at this time those who were taken from us in years beforehand. Remember Helen Anschel, Goldie Andron, Sally Apple, Albert A. Arditi, Manny Bronstein, Leonard Butler, Arthur Charney, Louis Farberstein, Ruth Feinberg, Natalie Fisher, Frieda Fleischer, Harry Forrest, Irving Freeman, Edith Gallup, Meyer Gill, Bernard Glantz, Lawrence Gottlieb, Abraham Greenberg, Maurice Gross, Elliot Hannes, David Hollander, Helen Hollander, Harry Kaplowitz, Samantha Jade Keyshawn, Ellis Keller, Shirley Kavadlo, Louis Krauer, Rosita Krieger, Hans Leichter, Jack Levin, Joseph Levine, Lillian Marco, Arthur Marcus, Benjamin Marcus, Abraham Marin, Michael Marr, Ellie Olam, Janice Pearl, Charles Paris, Charles Plost, Rabbi Max Rosen, Gerald Richard Ray, Arlene Ray, Betty Rosenbaum, Eleanor Schwab, Helen Schultz, Albert P. Shore, Chaim Schuldiner, Morden Signal, Joseph I. Sternlieb, Florence Templer, Morris Wendroff, Charles Winnick, Julie Lynn Zeller, and Samuel Zirin. Are there any names to add to our mourners list for this Shabbat Eve? Would all those mourners who are present please rise? And would the remainder of the congregation please rise in benevolent solidarity as we turn to the mourners' Kaddish on page 294. Yikadal v'yikadash me Rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'amlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol bei Yisrael, ba'gala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam umei almaya. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudashah brichu. Le'olam min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiram be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'murmav huyaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel, and to all who mourn, to which we offer. Amen. Please be seated. Some words of announcement, some greetings of Shabbos from our past president, David Topping.
Shabbat Shalom and Happy Purim from the Board of Directors of Temple Solel. The board extends a mazel tov to the entire family of Cantor Gold on his upcoming bar mitzvah. We're very proud of him and thankful that he and his family have become part of the family of Solel. He is our future. Please join Rabbi Plost tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for Torah study. Note that this is a half hour earlier than usual in anticipation of Cantor's bar mitzvah service, which begins at 10:30 tomorrow morning. And we will be back here at 7:30 next Friday, March 10th for Shabbat services. Thank you to Barbara and Harvey Feldman for sponsoring tonight's Oneg on behalf of Barbara's birthday. Happy birthday to you. And we appreciate you both so much and all of the Oneg sponsors. It's a great way to help out Temple Solel. This past week, our religious school children learned about klezmer music in addition to their regular studies. And the confirmation class its discussion was dominated by the current issues pertaining to our most vulnerable members of our community and how similar those issues as compared to when we were in the land of Egypt. I hope you all are celebrating Purim with us tomorrow night at Trivia Night, which has been a blast in years past. Please dress casually, and the fun starts at 6:30 p.m. After Torah study on March 11th, which is next week, there is a Shabbat in the park at Treetops Park. It is the 21st annual Broward Water Matters Day. There will be food trucks, activities, raffles, and a lot more fun. Please join the Sisterhood on Sunday, March 19th at 10:30 a.m. right here in the Temple Social Hall for a special Sisterhood meet and greet and potluck breakfast. The Sisterhood asks that you bring your favorite breakfast dish. Current and future Sisterhood members are invited. This past week, the fourth recipient of the Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg Woman of Leadership Award was announced. From one Jewish icon to another, Barbara Streisand receives the award this year. Justice Ginsburg wanted to honor women of great passion and achievement, and Streisand was chosen because of her activism and advocacy in the realms of human rights and climate change, as well as her charity work in establishing the Women's Heart Center at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. The ceremony will take place at the Library of Congress on April 22nd. Both icons grew up in Brooklyn and were huge fans of each other. The previous winners were Diane von Furstenberg, arts patron Agnes Gund, and Queen Elizabeth II. Shabbat Shalom and Happy Purim.
Let us rise as we consecrate our Shabbat of Purim with the joy of Kiddush.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה וראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת אמן לחיים.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen. Another Purim song.
And for our closing hymn, a special Purim song.
Okay, this is a Purim song called Mi Shenichnas Adar Marbin Besimcha. When the Hebrew month Adar is arrived, you increase your happiness. You have to be happy. Mi Shenichnas Adar. Okay. Mishe נכנס אדר מישה נכנס אדר מישה נכנס אדר מרבין בשמחה מישה נכנס אדר מרבין בשמחה מישה נכנס אדר מישה נכנס אדר מישה נכנס אדר מרבים בשמחה מישה נכנס אדר מרבים בשמחה.
In this upside world that seems crazy at times, let us always seek out joy in our lives. Shabbat Shalom, happy Purim.